Hello, and thank you for joining me in reviewing the Southwest Transit Team proposal. My name is Laura Akins, and I am the manager overseeing the Southwest Transit Marketing Project. Our objective is to ensure that we have the right combination of skill sets and proficiency to successfully implement our marketing plan. I would like to introduce you to the team selected for this effort and review their profiles, review the company's strategies, and finally, the anticipated impact that this project will have. The original six were narrowed down to four, and this team has over 10 years of experience combined. Susan's been with the company for just over 1 year. William has been employed with the company for more than 4 years. Natalie has been with the company for 2 years, and Elizabeth has been with the company for 4 years. Some of the outstanding skill sets these team members have may not seem like much. However, combining these skills, we have a diverse team with the drive to accomplish what most won't even attempt. Let's start with Susan. She's been with the company for just over a year and is an excellent team player, builds trusting relationships, and can easily work well with others. She is a go-getter with a big personality, motivated by high stakes and challenges, an open communicator, and will not shy away from any subject. However, she does struggle with listening, often too eager to share her ideas. She sometimes lacks focus, overlooks details, and can be taken advantage of due to her pleasing nature. Now, William has been employed with the company for more than 4 years. He is positive and has an easygoing disposition. He's a team player and willing to jump in and lead on a project, but only when necessary. He's well liked, non-threatening, and non-confrontational. He can be easily motivated by challenging tasks and is a veteran in his area of expertise. He's very confident with his performance, but he tends to shut down when conflict occurs, refusing to participate. William feels that sitting in a cubicle day in and day out can be demoralizing. He does struggle to get motivated if he does not see immediate value in the project. He's a bit of a perfectionist and displays inefficiencies as a result. He is nearing retirement and is satisfied with his accomplishment, and he's hesitant about branching out into new and unfamiliar territory. However, I think the best place for him is as a subject matter expert on this material. Next is Natalie, and she's been with the company for 2 years. She has a positive attitude and ambitious and is charismatic. She's a team player and a natural leader. She's great for smoothing over those tense situations, comfortable in speaking situations, and has very strong written skills. She's an excellent communicator and a smooth talker. She is motivated by challenges and enjoys competitive opportunities. Yet her preference is to identify ways to have her individual ideas and accomplishments shine through. Now, we have Elizabeth, who's been with the company for 4 years. She enjoys the collaborative aspect of the job, has a positive attitude, and a strong set of problem-solving skills. Taken on the leadership role in several projects, and she has demonstrated that she can get the job done. She is flexible and will listen to others' perspectives with an open mind. She is considered to be diplomatic, and her goal is to usually settle on a resolution. Her teammates consider her to be a good listener, motivated by a culture of trust in her abilities and work ethic. Yet her primary area of weakness is in developing new skills. She will rush to meet deadlines, but only when necessary. She's hesitant about branching out into new and unfamiliar territory. Let's take into consideration that given the deadline of 6 weeks, there were some challenges encountered with each candidate. One of the focal points in down selection of this team was to objectively focus on each team member's ability to manage conflict, their collaborative skills, and what motivates them. Now, because there is no money incentive or monetary incentive or compensation, this team's motivation will come from the opportunity to create value for others and pursue inner satisfaction. Some of these strengths that they have are listed as team players, high and emotional intelligent, intrinsically motivated, detail oriented, creative, open minded. Now, let's keep in mind that each team member also has a unique set of weaknesses that were weighed against their skills to help narrow the deselect effort. Some of those weaknesses were knowing that there is a hard stop at the 6-week mark. Susan can sometimes feel overwhelmed by deadlines. This may be an issue as she can sometimes lack the attention to detail that is needed. Natalie is concerned with demonstrating her own skills and abilities, which can lead to concerns about efficiency. This can sometimes create a wedge between the team members and do away with trust. Now, this project may push Elizabeth outside of her comfort zone as she sometimes struggles in terms of the work that she's contributing compared to her peers, and sometimes gives her the feeling of inequity. And William, despite being an expert in his field, he was the most difficult decision to make. I mean, do we keep him? Do we let him go? And sometimes he has an avoidant conflict management strategy. And with the timeline as short and critical as it is, this team cannot afford any time wasted. Now, the strengths of the team should outweigh the weaknesses, thus encouraging cohesiveness, trust, and ensure quality work. Next, I'd like to talk about strategies for success. This effort requires a thorough understanding by each team member that the implementation of these strategies could increase the odds of the company's success. Some strategies are intrinsically motivated, and with the primary motivational framework being Maslow's hierarchy of needs, this team is motivated by the importance of success for the entire company. This team's success stems from their motivation by the project's high value and their commitment to calm, empathetic professionalism, which includes managing pressure effectively and delivering constructive feedback with empathy. In summary, this team is highly motivated by a valuable and meaningful project and maintains a professional, empathetic, and calm approach, even under tight deadlines. Now, the equity theory involves equal contribution. Each team member works as an equal number of hours and has input into the project. There is fairness. This equality minimizes the feelings of inequity and ensures that no one feels left out. There's development, and this effort leads to personal and professional growth and opportunity. Now, keeping in mind, this is an unpaid effort, and this work is undertaken without additional compensation. We have the collaboration strategy, which focuses on mutual benefit. The team aims for mutually beneficial outcomes because expectations are clear from the start. Proactive conflict management. Open-minded team members can identify and manage conflict early using compromise strategies. Then we have effective communication, strong written and verbal skills that lead to effective feedback, and this can help ensure deadlines are attainable. Next, let's look at servant leadership, which focuses on prioritizing the team's needs over the leader's own. This fosters trust and encourages personal growth amongst team members. And finally, transformational leadership. It energizes and inspires team members to embrace and change and new challenges, specifically by encouraging creative problem solving. In summary, a combination of leadership supports the team's well-being and development while inspiring high-level performance and innovation. Here at Southwest Transportation, we take pride in incorporating the 4 pillars of conscious capitalism. Let's go over them. So let's start with higher purpose. It is recognizing that every business exists for a purpose, and it's more than just making money. Profit is essential, but it is a means to achieve the purpose, not the end. And this purpose includes and engages all of the stakeholders. Now, the second one is stakeholder orientation, which is operating the business with an awareness that the interdependent nature of all life and seeking to create an optimal value for all stakeholders, and not just the shareholders. It includes customers, employees, suppliers, the environment, and communities. The third form of conscious capitalism is conscious leadership. And this is leaders who are driven by the company's purpose and service to all the stakeholders rather than power and money. They focus on creating value and harmonizing the interests of the stakeholders. So the last one is conscious culture, which is cultivating a culture based on values, principles, and practices such as trust and accountability, caring and transparency. And they connect all the stakeholders to the company's purpose and to each other. Now, this team has produced impactful results by way of creating value for other people, affordability for the community, and they provide a positive outlook for the suppliers providing their product. This concludes my presentation. I want to thank you for taking the time to hear about the amazing efforts this team has made. Provided for you are references pertaining to this report. Thank you.